What's up, my fellow creators? Welcome, guys. I hope you're having a phenomenally blessed day. Thank you for joining me for another Topics with Becky. So today I wanted to talk about people who interfere in your business. Okay, I don't know why this topic is coming to me, but we're just going to go with it. So before we get into that, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Set that notification bell so you always know when the next video does go live. This will be a short video today. And really, it's just about bringing up those situations because so many people are so nosy and they're so concerned with what other people are doing. What's up? What's up? What's up, my fellow creators? Welcome, guys. Thank you for joining me for another Topics with Becky. Please like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel, set that notification bell down below. And yeah, let's get into it. I wanted to talk to you guys today about judging others based on what you see. And I bring this up because it's something I did recently and I was like, oh, and I had to deal with it myself. And I was like, okay. And so now I'm inspired to talk to you guys about it because I think that this is something that the whole of society does. And I was so shocked at what actually happened. I bring this up because when we see something with our eyes, we're only seeing 10% of what's really going on, right? You're not seeing the whole of the situation. There's so much more underneath. Like, there's all this stuff that's hidden. So no matter how a situation seems or however you perceive a situation, how can you bring yourself into the understanding that that might not be how that situation is? How can you bring yourself into the understanding that that might not be how that situation truly is? You don't know. You don't know. And it kind of makes me think about the power of rumors, right? Like how people will spread rumors about other people and they'll make people fight with each other because of these rumors, but nobody ever takes time to ask that other person if it was true, because I don't think that they would believe the person even if they said no in the first place. So we end up putting ourselves in these ridiculous situations because we're judging based on what we see with our eyes or what we hear with our ears, right? And it's not even like hearing or seeing clearly. We're hearing or seeing what we want to hear and see. And so now we have all this conflict that's happening around us. And this conflict is putting us in a situation of mistrusting the world, right? Because you don't want to trust a world where people are backstabbers, where people are constantly trying to get one over on you, where people are trying to throw you under the bus. But when you see the world, that's what's really happening. That's what's really happening. It intrigues me because it's when a person doesn't like another person, they will do everything in their power to make sure that their voice is heard about how much they don't like that person. But if they've made a prior judgment based on that person, but they've never actually sat down and had coffee with that person, or they never sat down and actually had a conversation with this person outside of the reasons they like them, don't like them, then what? Right? I mean, I'm not saying that you need to go and have coffee with the next person that you don't like or what have you. However, what I am saying is that can you bring yourself into a place of non-judgment? Can you bring yourself into a place of being firmly planted in your own self and your own self-worth, and understanding that it doesn't matter what another person does or what you perceive another person to do, because at the end of the day, that has no control over who you are. That's a big one right there. What another person does or what another person says has no control over what I do. How I feel, what I decide to do with my day, and how I approach my day all come from within me. And that's why I bring this up, because I was so shocked. I just asked a question, and it was interesting to see how this question went to such a different level. And I take accountability for that. I take accountability that I asked this question, and I take accountability that I was curious because I had already placed my own judgment on the situation. And then it was funny, after seeing how this low vibratory energy played out, I was able to come from a place of, wow, I really did place judgment before even understanding. I don't understand this person. I don't understand what they do. I don't understand what they go through. But yet here I am judging them, and I'm allowing this situation to be in a place of judgment because of what we're seeing with our own two eyes. Not what we know, what we see. Right? And it makes me think of, is it Training Day where they say it's not what you know, it's what you can prove? And that's what I feel like most people live in, is a state of, it's not what you know, it's what you can prove. And I can prove that this person's a bad person. Well, honestly, I think anybody can prove that anybody else is a bad person. All you got to do is hit them where it hurts. Right? When you hit them where it hurts, then suddenly everybody can turn into the beast. So I had to sit down with myself and ask myself why. Why was I judging? And yes, I get an interesting vibe from this individual's energy, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're a bad person. And likewise, just because I get an interesting vibe from their energy, does that mean that I have place to even place judgment on them in the first place? No, it just means that, okay, you know what, I'm going to trust my own judgment, and I'm just going to say maybe I should steer clear of them without judgment, just saying that I'm listening to my own intuition. Okay, I'm not going to say any more on that. I'm not going to call them any names. I'm not going to go through this, that, and the other about it, because it's a waste of my energy. Putting so much importance on spreading rumors, putting so much importance on judgment, and putting so much importance on making sure that your opinion is heard is really a huge waste of valuable energy. Energy that can be used for producing the life that you want. Does that person really have any control over whether or not you reach your dreams? Or are you letting that person control some aspect of your life? Or even more so, is that person bringing to you a mirror of yourself that you're not willing to look at? And I talk about that a lot on this channel, is how so many people mirror us, especially in the tarot card readings, because I think it's something that people know, they've heard about, but they don't want to express it even further, because that's the side of things that people don't like. I didn't like it when I first started this journey, like having to admit that the people who were hurting me because I was hurting myself. No. You mean that person acted like that towards me because I act like that towards me? And then when I finally stopped and looked at it, I was like, wow. All right, cool. Like, I get it now, and that's the thing. And so it's like, was I placing judgment on this person because I was judging myself? Or was I placing judgment on a person because I wasn't willing to listen to my intuition and just trust it? There's no reason to say any more about that. Your intuition is your intuition. Your ego, though, always wants to say something. Your ego has this voice that is so loud, and it has to be spoken, and it has to be the center of attention, and it has to be out there like, yo, y'all better listen to me because I got something important to say. Really, it's not that important, and it's not that impressive. And if you have other people who think it is important and impressive, then imagine the vibration that they're coming at in life, and imagine the vibration that they must live in when they sit with their own thoughts, if they ever even give themselves a moment of time in their own thoughts. They say a person who sits in silence is someone who gains great intelligence. I wonder why that is. And I'm not asking sarcastically. I really do. I wonder why that is. Because in my mind, I see it. I meditate twice a day. I meditate in the morning and I meditate at night. And sometimes it's in sheer silence and sometimes it's not. Sometimes I just listen to meditation music, right? I think that people who sit in silence, they gain a better understanding of who they are as a person. Because when you sit in silence, you have nobody to deal with but yourself. And is it true silence when your mind is constantly going? No, it's not. Right? It's hard to be in a moment of complete silence because we always have our own minds to deal with. But people who are willing to sit in silence with themselves mean that they're brave enough to deal with the demons that continue to arise, that most everybody else is too busy bombarding themselves with TV shows, with media, social media, with, the news, with whatever it is that's out there that we can do. So I encourage you guys to always ask, am I judging this person based on something that's valid, or am I judging this person because I'm judging myself, or am I judging this person because I think it's what I need to do? Because all of those reasons aren't any good reasons to judge anybody. Judge not, lest thee be judged. You know, I'm not religious by any means, but I do believe that there is such a heaviness to this statement that we forget. And I think that that's the thing. It's like there are aspects of these lines that are coming out that are reminding us that that is part of the law of attraction. To not hold others in judgment so that you can be open to the life that you wish. Don't you want to be free from judgment in your own life? Will that ever happen? Probably not in our lifetimes. It's potentially possible for our kids' lives. Should we train ourselves to not judge others and then teach them how not to judge others? But will it happen in ours? I can't say that it will. I can't say that because we live in a place where people are so judgmental of others that it's hard to see a whole collective just suddenly shifting their mindset in a matter of 10, 15, 20, 30 years. But when we teach our kids and we teach our grandkids and our great-grandkids and we show them how to live a life free of judgment and free of worry from other people and what it is that they think that we need to be doing, then we have hope for the future. And who knows, maybe one day we'll return in the future and we'll get to live in a beautifully pleasant, peaceful, harmonious life. Isn't that the hope? And you can sit and be selfish now and want to be heard, or you can focus on hearing yourself. And then maybe others will listen. That's what I have for you guys today. Please like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel, set that notification bell down below so you always know when that video goes live. And until next time, I love you guys and go forth boldly, my fellow creators, and courageously find creative ways to rise above in life, laughter, and love until we meet again. Peace out. I love y'all. Bye. We're gonna stay at the YMCA. We're gonna stay at the YMCA. Think, 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 think. Oh, there you are. This is a question. What if life is the dream, and when we die, we wake up?